Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your January 2025 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. Let's get started right away. We're going to be doing your oracles first. We're going to throw in a few charms today for something different. You do have Jupiter, and this fell out by itself. This is obviously your ruling planet, the planet of expansion. Expect expansive energy this month, one way or the other. Now, also, on January 30th, and I said the same thing to Aquarius, the only reading I did before you was Aquarius, so it did come out in their reading as well in a different way. But if you have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart, this will probably be even more true for you. So on January 20th, we have Sun in Aquarius trine Jupiter in Gemini. And I'm telling you, today, meaning January 30th, is your lucky day. If you don't play the lottery, play it that day. If you want to take a chance on something, your luck will be outrageous that day. Just keep that date under your hat, and if an opportunity presents itself, take it. You have you have these two cards. You have fixed energy, action, momentum, and dedication, which actually goes really well with your Jupiter card. Now, this is a fixed energy, right? Fixed signs are dependable and loyal. What are the fixed signs? They're Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You might have one of those or many of those surrounding you in your life this month. They stick to their values and hold strong convictions, right? They uphold tradition. They can be perceived as stubborn. When a fixed sign has made up their mind, it's hard to persuade them otherwise. They can be very resistant to change. Fixed signs do provide great stability, especially when they carve out space for deep work. And this could have everything to do with you. If you have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart, you might be leaning on that this month. If not, you might have a fixed sign in your energy this month that is providing stability for you. You also have Leo in the 5th house. And as we know, the 5th house rules creativity, day-to-day activities that can instill joy in your life. It says fun, hobbies, creativity. You might be finding time for that this month. Now, let's talk about this for a minute. The first 4 houses guide the journey of the internal self. The 5th house sets the stage for your outer self to step into the spotlight. So be prepared to be in the spotlight in some way this month, for sure. The 5th house is concerned with how you have fun and the many ways you express yourself through recreation, creative pursuits, gambling. I'll say it again. I'm not trying to force gambling down your throat, but it's just on the tip of my tongue to tell you to play the lottery or play a game of chance or something this month. This house also represents children and your attitude towards them. So look for activities you enjoyed or wish you tried as a child, and see if there's a part of you that still wants to do those things. That's something that you should think about. But more or less, in some way, prepare to be in the spotlight this month for sure. Okay, over here, I have my Norse deck. And the name of this is Alfrin, Feminine Intellect. So she's a Norse queen. Her name means ruin of the elves, the ruin of the elves, right? The symbol of the high elf. She's said to live in one area. It's like the border between Norway and Sweden. She's well versed in ruins and mystical things like that. She indicates, when she comes out in a reading, she indicates a need for a close look at a situation, to read between the lines whenever possible this month. Use rational thinking, intuition, an open mind, and all of that will serve you this month. It does say feminine intellect. You yourself might be a divine feminine. If not, you may be dealing with a divine feminine. This might be advice on how to deal with that person in the right way. Let's look at your charms. Wait, you know what? Before we look at your charms, let's look at these cards here. Let's get the cards out of the way. It does say let go, and you might be called upon this month to let go of something. Let go of a friendship, let go of a job, let go of a family member, let go of a way of thinking. You might have a brand new way of thinking, and it is time to let the old go. And January sort of goes with that, doesn't it? You also have cup, and it says overflowing prosperity, full or empty account. As far as your career, the nurturer, taking care of business, fulfilled. So your cup is being filled one way or the other, either in your personal life or your mental health, your personal life, your job, or all of the above. But it looks very, very promising for you here. Now let's look at your, see if I can move this here. Let's look at your charms. Interestingly enough, with all that positive energy, you do have the Seven of Swords. So there is somebody around you being fairly sneaky. Honestly, I'm not taking it too seriously. I haven't really looked at the tarot cards closely, but I think you're having a really good month. And like I told Aquarius, no matter how great your month is, you're always going to have a naysayer around you. You're always going to have someone trying to, undermine you, or somebody that's jealous, somebody that's whatever. I mean, it could be anything. I'm just throwing things out there. So I wouldn't take this too seriously, but definitely keep it under your hat, right? Because you do have angelic protection this month, and I like that. Now, this angelic protection could be someone on the other side who is watching you and helping you through this time, if you believe in it. And the truth is, some things are true whether we believe it or not, right, Sagittarius? But it is some sort of divine help. The angels, God, Jesus, the anybody, any single thing that is of a different plane. You also have once upon a time. You could be living some sort of fairy tale this month. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that someone's going to pull up on a white horse and carry you away. But you might have had a wish granted, or some sort of good thing happening to you, the start of something. Once upon a time is the beginning, the opening of something. And I do think that there is something opening up for you here. Now, this charm came in reverse, and it says courage. And, when I say reversed, it's different with the charms. I do think it's something that's hidden. You have this hidden courage. Maybe you have been through so much, Sagittarius, that you've begun to form calluses, needed calluses around you. Not to say you're a callous person or you're cold, but sometimes we need those calluses. I used to be a dancer, and when I went on point for ballet, we needed those ugly calluses in order to perform without pain. So there is some sort of callus forming around you that's making you very stronger, and it's very understated, because here it is. You're not really showing it, but it's there. And I like that for you. Now, fascinating, okay? You have the Seven of Swords. You also have this. Somebody is salty around you. There is a salty individual around you that is not, maybe they're not happy with what's happening in your life. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're, I don't know. There is something negative around you that I have to tell you isn't really touching you. It's just there. Because you do have the evil eye. There is someone that wishes negative things on you. Now, I'm not trying to be negative, because like I said, this is a positive, it really is a good reading. And I've given you readings in the past with warnings, so I'm not afraid of them. But this is just background. This is someone in the background that is not happy that you're moving on, moving up, having wishes granted, starting a new life. I don't know what it is. It could be a sibling. It could be somebody you worked with. It could be, a friend that you don't realize is actually quite jealous of you. It could be any of those things, and it's going to be different for each Sagittarian, right? You have own your dreams, and this is a perfect charm. And this is something to also keep under your hat. This came in upside down as well. So understated owning of your dreams, understated courage seems to be on the table, because you do have the sun. And this, I don't know if you can see it, but you might not be able to, but it is a tarot card charm, and it is the sun, and it is more Leo energy. Wow, like Leo energy is big. I understand you're a Sagittarius. You might have Leo highly aspected in your chart, but no matter what, Leo is a very prideful, very um, symbolically a very successful sign, right? So you're, and plus the sun is an illumination of bright, nice things after perhaps a period of darkness. So definitely keep your eyes open. You do have protection. So whatever it is that's going on with this person, you have courage, you have a new start, you have an illumination of sun, and you have divine protection, along with owning your own dreams. Perhaps today, you have this attitude, today is the first day of the rest of my life. Perhaps you have an attitude like, wow, this fresh start. I hope you can't hear this tree being cut down out front, but somebody's cutting down their tree. It's like super annoying. Now you have all these letters, and these letters might be initials with people, first or last or middle names. They might be cities, they might be schools, they might be institutions, uh, anything. And sometimes these initials won't really make sense to you until the end of the month if you come back and listen to it, or at least write them down and say, oh, wow, you know, that really did make sense. So you have the initial N, that could be someone's initial, the initial F, the initial Y, the initial P, the initial K, and the initial B, as in brother. So take that for what it's worth there, Sagittarius, okay? So let's get started right away here, okay? Yeah, let's get started right away. I have your month broken up into 3 parts, and then I have your challenges and your opportunities over here. So let's look at the beginning of your month. This is the first leg of your month. Let me move this out of the way. First leg of your month, you do have Ram, and it says a stubborn and aggressive person. This is the sign, typically this is my card in this deck, of Aries. This is coming in reverse. So you could be pulling away from someone like that. There could be someone like that. All right, I can't speak. You are obviously pulling away from something. And whatever it is you're pulling away from could have something to do with a very stubborn and aggressive person, but it looks like you're leaving that behind. At the beginning of the month here, you do have the 8 of Wands on this side. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. Something you have put out into the world is returning to you. This may scare some of you, or it may thrill some of you. So if you've put positive energy out there and you're wondering, my God, I'm putting all this positive energy into the world, into my life, into the people around me, I'm not getting anything back. Expect a return on that this month. Especially, you're going to see signs of that at the beginning of the month in particular, okay? You have the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is, how do I describe the 5 of Wands in this instance? It's Saturn and Leo, and more Leo. There may be conflict. This could be work conflict. It could be healthy competition. You could be around someone at work who's competitive of you, and you don't realize it. They could have a jealousy towards you. You also have the 2 of Wands coming out here, and I like that energy for you. The 2 of Wands is Mars and Aries, and I notice you have a lot of fire. At the beginning of the month, it's all fire, right? And that's your element. So you're going to be comfortable in this. Mars and Aries, you have set things in motion here and are prospering, right? There is nothing that needs to be done now. Just be confident in your success. And we talked about that somewhere over here, right here. There is nothing that needs to be done. You have done the work, and now it is time to appreciate what comes next. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get Venus, love and money, right? So this could have something to do with your job, your career, your money, your love life. It could be anything like that. Now, let's move on to leg 2. We have new job and career, right? It is coming in sideways, but it's here. It could be a decision that you have to make, or that you have made. It was a decision coming out a sideways card, or it could be that you're starting, for those of you who are starting a job, it could be that you're starting a job in the same line of work, but it's a brand new job, could be. But there is something new here, right? For some of you, it definitely could be a new relationship, right? But let's look at all these cards. Let me start with these 2. You have the 2 of Pentacles, which is Jupiter in Capricorn energy. A balancing act is needed now. As you can see, he is desperately trying to balance everything. It looks like you have a very busy month, and especially the first 2 legs, especially the second leg, to be honest with you. So keep your good energy going. The key is to take only as many obligations as you can reasonably handle. There may be a lot thrown at you. You might be very tempted to take, okay, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. And then in your personal life, you're saying yes too. And then before you know it, you're burnt out. So just keep that in mind. You are moving forward here. And this is the center of your whole month, Sagittarius. The center of your whole month is you moving on from something, right? Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius, moving on, getting away, getting in that boat, saying, bye-bye, bitch. That's it. You're done, right? Center of your whole month. Here, two cards fell out for the end of the second leg, and you have Pisces, which is the Hanged Man, and you have Jupiter in Leo again. I can't wait to add up all these Leos. Yeah, Jupiter in Leo again, and this is success, right? The Hanged Man is Piscean energy. What are you now ready to see? On this side, you are ready to see something. You're ready to look at something differently, start a new path, start a new job, start a new relationship, start a new life, and you're looking at things in a different way. And here is your success card. I love this card. It's actually one of my favorite cards, my favorite wand card by far, right? It's success, recognition. You're moving into being recognized for something that you're doing. And this recognition could come from a new job, or it could come from a new relationship, someone who appreciates you. Perhaps in the past you were with someone who didn't appreciate you. Perhaps in the past you were at a job that didn't appreciate you. Be prepared for that to change, okay? When we add the numbers up here and we break them down, we get 8, which is Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius energy. It's the taskmaster, right? Well, that's why you have the Two of Pentacles here. Things need to get done. Follow logic and work hard, and you'll get through it here, Sagittarius. Nice energy for you for sure. Looking at, let me see if I can straighten these just a little. Looking at the third leg of your month, you have Box. It says you will receive a gift. This has come in reverse, so let's see what that means here. You'll receive a gift. Wow, you have 3 court cards at the end of the month. 3 court cards. The first being the King of Wands, which is, oh wait, let's start. Wait, we started with this. I am so sorry. First being the King of Pentacles, actually. The King of Pentacles is Sun in Taurus. Could be any earth sign, though. Someone who knows money. Someone who knows how to grow money, someone who knows how to plan for the future. Could this be you? It could be, but I'm seeing a fire sign here as well. And you may be dealing with an earth sign yourself. Somebody who, but what's interesting about these 2 cards is that they both harbor some secrets, you know? They do. They have their backs to us. And I'm not saying it's nefarious. I'm not getting nefarious vibes from either of them. But there is definitely something going on as far as that goes, for sure, right? Now, in between, all right, let me jump ahead just a little bit. Here you have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is Sun in Leo, right? And this side of the King of Wands pushes knowledge over ignorance. You may have hidden concerns you don't share about something. You may have hidden, I'm not saying it's deep, dark secrets, but there is something with these 2 people, this earth sign and this fire sign, they're not sharing with each other. And I'm not really sure what it is, but I have to tell you, there is an offer in between these 2, right? You have the Knight of Cups here, and there is an offer, right? Neptune and Pisces. Is someone unsure but wishes to make this offer? I'm assuming it might be this earth sign wanting to make an offer towards this fire sign, but they're unsure. Maybe that's what they're hiding. Like I said, I wasn't getting any bad vibes from this, so it could be something quite positive. Maybe this person's harboring that they'd really like to, if this is a love relationship, take things to the next level, right? And they're afraid to sort of make it. That's why it says you'll receive a gift, and it's in reverse. This person wants to gift you with something, and it might be some sort of an offer. This might be work related. I mean, you have to apply this to where it resonates, but you do have that fire sign here. So you have an earth sign and a fire sign and an offer in between. There is someone contemplating something at the end of the month that they are unsure of how it's going to be received. Okay. Looking at this, you have something coming back, energy that you have put into the world that is coming back, and you seem a little overwhelmed by the manifestation. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. It's sort of like a manifestation because it leads you straight into this abundance energy, right? You do have some sort of a thing going on. I think it has something to do with this person. There is someone around you that feels highly competitive towards you, and you may not realize it. You may not realize it. They may be stubborn, aggressive. Um, yeah, stubborn, aggressive. They don't have to be an Aries, but there is someone around you that portrays something that deep down inside they're salty over something. They're salty over, and of course, a Sagittarius is trying to call me in the middle of a Sagittarius reading. You can't make this up. Okay. So in any case, there is someone salty about something you're receiving this month. Okay, for sure. You are moving away from that energy. You are, and you have accepted some sort of an offer that's outside the situation. The planning, the manifestation time is upon you because you go from this to success. And then at the end of the month, I do think you're taking it all in. You're trying to figure out what your next step is, where you stand with certain people in your life. But I have to tell you, this is really a good reading. And this third leg is ground zero, a brand new start for you, Sagittarius, a brand new start. Let's look at your challenges. So let me move some of this out of the way. You do have a wall, and it says there is a misunderstanding here on the table. It could be something to do with this person, and you also have discord. There's some sort of discord going on. Mice. When I think of mice, I think of sneaky little, I mean, whether you have pet mice or not, right? When you have mice in your house, it's not pleasant. And when you, I really hope this noise isn't affecting you the way it's affecting me. I absolutely hate it. It's just so annoying. But there is noise outside I can't control. You do have mice here, and there is some sort of something in the background, that sneaky energy, that Seven of Swords energy, for sure. But I'm going to say it again. Doesn't seem to be affecting you the way it may have in the past or the way this person would like. All right. You have the Three of Wands. Wow. Okay. So you go from the planning, the resting, the waiting to the receiving. And this is in your challenge pile. So you receiving some sort of manifestation is going to lead to some stress. Why do I say that? Because it's in your challenge pile, but that's okay. This is pleasant stress. It's that Two of Pentacles energy, right? You have also the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you are trying to get over a situation you were in. Like I said, could be a job, could be a relationship, could be a friendship that you were in that someone stabbed you in the back. It is healing from it. It's work person. It's disloyalty. There was something going on here that you're getting over. You're healing from. And that's going on at the same time as all this other stuff. You have the Justice card coming in sideways. And, that is straight up Libra energy. The Ten of Swords is Mars and Gemini, by the way. And the Three of Wands is Sun and Aries. Now, with this Libra energy, it's coming in sideways, right? This could be the way you're looking at it. Could be a legal case that's challenging to you that you have to make decisions about. This could be a situation where you have to make a decision on how you want to look at it. Are you going to look at it, your glass half empty or half full? Are you going to say, okay, I went through X, Y, and Z, but now I have this? Are you going to seek justice? There is a challenge here on the table about justice in some way, shape, or form, okay? And there is definitely a misunderstanding. It could be someone. Listen, there's 1,000 different things I can say about it. You know who the mice are in your life, or were, okay? But anyway, when we add this up and we break it down, we get Jupiter again. The expansive Sagittarian energy. You're going to cut through this like nothing. Like a knife through butter, for sure. So in your opportunities, it says a sincere wish will be granted. This is coming in sideways, so it's going to be a choice for you. There's going to be a choice for you. A wish is going to be granted this month, though. There is just no doubt. You have the Eight of Pentacles coming in sideways. This is Mercury and Virgo. Working on something brand new. A choice that you have made, a choice that you will make. There is going to be a choice you're making about this job, relationship, situation, whether to work on it or not. And I think you're going to. I really do, because you do have the Lovers here, right? And the Lovers is straight up Gemini energy. But more than that, you have a decision, right? What did I say? You have to make a decision. Here's a decision being made. Now, yes, could it be a relationship? Because it's the lovers, it could be. Let me straighten this out. But it, the lovers card was a decision card before it was the card that we know as the lovers. So it could be a decision that you have made, and that's it. You had an opportunity, you took it. Here is more Leo energy and the letter N. All right. And you have the letter N over here as well. So you have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is Jupiter and Leo energy. It came out twice. When a card comes out twice in two different decks, I have to tell you, it is a very strong sign, and it has come out twice in two different decks for you, and we went into what this means. It's a card of success. Also, obviously, a card of Leo. The letter N might factor into this somehow. Now, or it might factor into something, okay? When we add this up and we break it down, we get the moon using your intuition. It's Cancer energy, yeah, but it is reaching into your gut and using your intuition to make decisions. The more you exercise that muscle, the bigger it's going to get, and the more happy and comfortable you're going to be making those decisions. Perhaps stuff in your past held you back from it. Perhaps you were uncomfortable with it. Perhaps someone told you you were bad at making decisions. It affected you, but you're going to start making these decisions and you're going to get very good at it. Nothing is better than fire energy when it feels unstoppable, okay? All right, so let's look at your numbers. Actually, before that, let me shuffle up these cards. I'm going to throw down a couple of these cards, and then we will do your numbers, okay? For Sagittarius for January, please. Sagittarius for January, please. Okay. Sagittarius, you have learning, and I do think you are learning something this month about yourself, about your own strength. Communication. Communication seems to be key this month for you. Communicating your thoughts, your desires, getting very good at that, getting very, going from a place of meekness and sort of non-confidence. And like I said, that could have been somebody that did that to you, but that's not who you are. No Sagittarian is really like that. You have forgiveness here. Maybe you will reach a point where whatever it is that happened with this person, you're just going to move on from it and say the hell with it. I forgive you. I don't think you were right, but you know what? I don't have room for that. I'm moving on now to something better. That's a really healthy attitude. I wish more of us could be that way, Sagittarius. So let's look at your numbers now. Okay, so let's look at your numbers. The number that came out the most was number 6. Number 6 represents Venus. And, like I said over and over in this reading, Venus represents money and love. It could be a job, could be a relationship, could be both. So Venus is ruling this reading, so to speak, right? When we add up all the numbers in this reading and we break them back down, we get the number 5, which is Mercury. What did we say about communication? It is key for you to communicate this month. That is the planet of communication, right? It rules Gemini and Virgo. Now, the planet that we mentioned the most in these cards, and was Jupiter. And Jupiter is your planet, and it's mentioned here too, the card of expansion, the card of Sagittarius. The second, the runner-up was Mercury. I mean, you can't make this up, right? Communication, keep that under your hat. The sign that we mentioned the most was Leo. And when I say mentioned, I don't mean in casual conversation. It means they came out in the cards somehow, some way. So Leo was mentioned by far the most. There really isn't any second runner-up. Maybe Aries, but that's really half, right? It's really Leo. And even if we count Leo with Aries, that is very, very fiery. And that is where you're comfortable, Sagittarius, for sure. Love this energy for you. Your lucky numbers are 4, 10, 19, 3, 8, and 6. I wish you the best January, and I will see you next time. Namaste.